All right. Well, we got a great upper body for you guys today. We have a little less than a minute. Oh. All right, it is time, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get your warm-up started. We have total body extensions, fighter bounce with arm swings, squats with a twist, and those jumping jacks. All right, today for our upper body, we have 2 groups of 4 exercises at each. It is going to be 35 seconds per exercise, 10 seconds in between to transition. We're going to go through the first group 2 times, top to bottom. Then we're going to move on to the second group 2 times, top to bottom. And then we're going to do the same thing all over again another time, and then we will be done. We are going to go ahead and start with that first group of exercises, starting with our kneeling press. So if you have your bag at home, you're just driving that bag straight up overhead, pushing through those shoulders here in the gym, or if you do have dumbbells at home, keeping those dumbbells starting at the shoulders. Really make sure, notice how Teresa has her elbows down close to around her rib cage, and then so she can get that full range of motion, pressing them up, really focusing on those shoulders and keeping that body stable, engaging that core to protect that lower back. Then we have our reverse lunge curls. So bag at home, you're stepping that foot back, pushing through the front heel, keeping that chest up, and just driving that bag up at the top or at the bottom of that curl or the lunge. And then otherwise, same thing with the dumbbells. You're just not swinging those arms. You're keeping those elbows tucked, and you're driving the dumbbells up. You can also take out the lunge, whether you have your bag or here in the gym with those dumbbells, whichever you prefer. I know we crushed those legs yesterday. So we got one arm overhead tricep. At home, if you have your towel and you don't have a weight, watch Teresa here. You're going to remember the bottom arm is your resistance, and you're pulling as below as the upper arm where you're working that tricep. You're driving all the way, extending through the elbow, squeezing through the tricep as the bottom arm's pulling. Otherwise, you have one arm tricep extension with the dumbbell. Key thing is keeping that arm right up against the head, and you're extending the dumbbell. Notice how she's not flaring her arm out away off to the side. She's going straight up overhead, and she's keeping her core tight, and you can see those triceps working. All right. Then we have that one on either one. You're switching sides each round, by the way, guys. Then we have our pushback or pike push-up. So most challenging here with our pushbacks is up on your toes, and you're going to go ahead and go down, and then when you bend those knees, you're not dropping them to the ground. You're still staying above, and you're driving those hips all the way back towards those heels, pushing through the back. Then otherwise, you can do them from your knees, where you're going to push all the way back from your knees, getting that full range of motion. And then the most challenging push-up of the options is your pike push-up. So you can have it elevated, your feet up on the box, driving the crown of the head to the ground, pushing through those shoulders straight up. And then you can also do them regular on the ground as well if you want to take the elevation out. It is your preference. Then we have our second group of exercises, starting with those reverse grip rows. So remember, palms away from you, and you're driving those elbows up nice and high up past your back, and squeezing through the shoulder blades at the top, slight bend in the knees, and then notice how she has her back nice and flat, and her elbows, you can see them up past her back. Otherwise, with the dumbbells, same thing. Might feel a little more comfortable with that reverse grip, but you can do them with the bag as well, guys. And driving, same thing, elbows nice and high past that back. Then we have our front raises. You're going to grab your bag. So grab it, palms facing down, and you're just raising up, squeeze through the shoulders, keeping that core tight. You can also hold it hammer style off to the sides of the bag if that's more comfortable on your shoulders. And then with the dumbbells, same thing, palms down or hammer style, but make sure those weights, or if you want to go really challenging, you can go reverse grip. but make sure you get those wrists up in line with those shoulders. Then we have our skull crushers on the ground. You're going to go ahead and extend through the elbows right up overhead with that bag coming down to the forehead. Make sure you don't hit your face. Keep your core engaged, guys. And then you're going to go ahead with the dumbbells, same thing, just on either side of your face, and keeping those elbows directed forward, core engaged. Then we have our frozen push-ups. Last but not least, you're in a plank position, and you're holding down at the bottom of that push-up. And then if you can hold the whole 35 seconds, awesome, go for it. Otherwise, you can go ahead and come up when your form breaks. If you want to drop your knees to come up and help you, you can, but make sure you hold that push-up up on your toes as long as you can, and then come up. And then before we get started, guys, I want to give a huge congratulations to someone who has reached 100 sessions. We have Maria Barsh. She got her gold star. 100 is awesome. Way to go. We will get that picture at the end. Here we go, guys. We're going to get that first group of exercises started with those kneeling presses. Remember, we're going to go top to bottom twice of each group, and then we will repeat. Here we go. In 3, 2, go. All right. All right, so you are on those knees. You are not rocking and rotating. You're engaging that core to protect that back, is getting those elbows all the way down for that full range of motion. They should not start in line with your shoulders. We got 12 seconds. Keep it up. From here, we're going into those reverse lunge bicep curls. In 3, 2, 1. All right, stand it on up. Switch up your weights here in the gym if you need to, nice and quick. At home, get ready. Remember, you're following Teresa. Stepping back and coming up for those bicep curls. How we doing? Very good. Remember, keep your elbows tucked to your sides. Not letting them flare out to get those biceps curls. In the gym, keep it up. Remember, you're driving that back knee down to the ground and pushing through that front heel. If those lunges are slowing you down, focus on those bicep curls or add in bicep curls in between each lunge. Keep it coming. 3, 2, 1. We got that one arm overhead tricep extension. At home, you either have your towel or you have the weight. If you do have a weight, here we go. 2, 1. All right, so remember, even if you're doing the towel or those dumbbells, keep that arm right up against the head. Don't curl your head to one side to reach the weight. Keep it nice and straight. Arm right up against the head. Very good here in the gym. Keep it coming. Focusing on that one arm. Keep that core tight, engaged. We got 8 seconds. Don't let that weight flare out away from you. Get ready for that pushback or pike push-up. In 2, 1, you are down on the ground. Here we go, high plank position. We got 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Hold as long as you can. Or push back. Remember, getting that full range of motion on that pushback, driving those hips back. Very good, guys. Teresa's showing you both. She just showed you the elevation. Now she's on the floor for those pike push-ups. We got 12 seconds, you guys. Very good. Make sure if you're doing that pike, you're driving the crown of the head. Nice pushbacks here in the gym. There we go, guys. All right, we're going back to the top. That kneeling press, second time around. Remember, here in the gym, start out your heaviest and then drop the weight as your form breaks. There we go. Keeping that core tight as you drive those weights up. We want to protect that lower back. Very good, you guys. Good. Keep getting those elbows all the way down. You have 12 seconds on that clock. Get ready to stand up for that reverse lunge bicep curl. Good. Watch those backs. 3, 2, 1. All right. Good job, guys at home. I see you. We got 8 seconds. Grab the stuff you need for that reverse lunge curl in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stepping in on back. Here in the gym, watch out for stuff around you, that there's nothing you can trip on as you're doing those. How are we doing at home? Good. And make sure you guys don't round those shoulders in order to curve those dumbbells. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Core is engaged. You have 15 seconds. Very good, guys. Remember, don't let those lunges slow you down. From here, we're going into that other side of that one-arm tricep extension. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Grab your towel at home or a dumbbell. Here in the gym. 3, 2, 1. All right. Don't lean your head towards the arm. Keep it nice and straight in that neck and in that spine. Extend through the tricep, through the elbow, all the way up overhead. If you want to hold support, if you've got that weight, you can do that. Watch those shoulders. Good. People at home, just keep an eye out on that arm. Keep it nice and close to your head. If you end up needing to switch it up to 2 arms with that dumbbell, because if the one arm starts to be a little too much on that shoulder, you can do so. But we got 3 seconds. 2. All right, guys, go ahead. Push back or pike push-up. Second time here. After this exercise, we're moving on to group 2. Go. Nice Heisman's, Gina. Good, guys. At home, I can't see you, but I know you're doing great. Just remember, get that full range of motion if you're doing those push-back push-ups, and lead with the crown of the head on those pikes. Teresa's showing you great push-back push-ups there, getting that full range of motion, extending through those elbows, driving those hips back. Here we go, we got 5 seconds. Get ready, we're going to those reverse grip rows. All right, stand it on up, grab your bag or your weights. Palms facing away from you. Don't let those shoulders round. Flatten out that back, engage that core, slight bend in those knees, and you're driving those elbows up past your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, and don't just plop the weights back down to starting position. Control them down. Squeeze at the top for a second or 2, and then release. Keep getting those reps. Tap into your body every so often. Make sure you're not starting to round the back or the shoulders. Don't lock those knees. We got 5 seconds, and we've got those front raises in 2, 1. All right, switch up those weights, front raises. Here we go. You can do palms down, hammer style if you really want to get fancy, and you can do those palms up, but otherwise, Teresa's showing you hammer style. Good. Make sure you're squeezing through the shoulder blades at the top. Give it a nice squeeze and then lower them down nice and controlled. Keeping that core engaged as always, guys. Good job. We've got 12 seconds, and we're going to those skull crushers. We're going to lie down on our backs here and work those triceps. Don't swing your body to get those weights up. Stay nice and erect. All right, we got 5 seconds before we start these curls or skull crushers. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now remember, we're not going to rotate our shoulders in order to get those weights up. Our shoulders are stabilized. Elbows are stacked right above them. We're hinging at the elbows to lower those weights down on either side of our face, and then extending through the elbows and the triceps to get up. Make sure your knees are bent, everyone. Don't let those legs be straight, and engage that core. We got 10 seconds. Here we go. In 5 more seconds, we are moving on to those frozen push-ups. You're going to get in a high plank, and go ahead. Drop your weights for right now. Flip it over to that high plank position. Hold it as long as you can. This one's time under tension here, and go on down. Keeping that core tight. Do not let your chest or your stomach drop and hit the ground. And when you do finally need to drop, complete that push-up. Drop your knees nice and controlled, and come up and complete that push-up. You got it, guys. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't shrug those shoulders. There we go. We got 8 seconds, guys, and we're going back to that reverse grip row. Stay with it. Very nice. Some of you are holding it this whole time. Good job. All right. Make sure you come up nice and controlled next time on that. Here we go. Reverse grip rows. Palms facing away. Flat backs and go. Good. Squeezing through that back. Keep that back nice and flat. If some of you have a tendency to round your back, think of pushing your chest out towards the ground. And that'll help pull those shoulder blades together and flatten out the back. Engage that core to protect it. And squeeze those elbows up nice and high. We have 10 seconds before we go back to those front raises. Very good, very good. Awesome job. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, front raises. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. Good. Squeeze. Make sure you don't shrug the shoulders in order to get those weights up. Don't let those weights come up any higher than shoulder height. Right there. So think of where your shoulders are. We don't want to be up here. So Teresa is staying right in line and driving them back down. We have 12 seconds on that clock, guys. Stay with it. Remember, if you're going too fast, that means maybe have you to low just a little bit. 3, 2. All right, we are on to those skull crushers on your backs. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Remember, you guys, change requires change. That fit body focus of the week. So that means you got to analyze yourself, step away from it, and think, okay, where do I need to make a change in my actions in order to get closer to that goal, to that change that I am seeking? You guys have 10 seconds. Where can you improve and change in your workouts? Here we go. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, we're into those frozen push-ups. Way to keep starting on time so far this morning, guys. 3, 2, and go down. Hold it as long as you can. Squeeze that core, the chest, through the back. And remember, drop your knees and controlled come back up from that push-up. You want to complete the push-up. It's not called a frozen push-up for nothing. If you need to shake out and stretch out those arms and back and chest real quick, and then go right back in, you can. You've got 10 seconds, though. You got it, you got it. From here, guys, we're going back to the top of group 1. We got 3, 2. All right, grab those weights. Kneeling shoulder press. Nice work, guys. Last time on group 1. Here we go. 2, 1. Remember, elbows start all the way down. You want to get that full range of motion. Don't let them curve in. Still keep them here, but those elbows are down. They're not going to start up high. Engage that core. Don't hyperextend through the back. There you go, guys. Good job at home. How are we doing here in the gym? Keep it up. We got 10 seconds before we got those reverse lunge curls. I know it's burning. Stay with it. Your body's warm now. It's heated. 2, 1. All right, standing on up. We got that reverse lunge curl. Grab those weights. 3, 2, 1. Way to keep starting on time, even though those muscles are screaming at you. That's the way to do it, guys. Stay consistent. Stay driven. Get aggressive with those reps. As you get tired, fight back. Don't give in. Embrace that burn. We got 12 seconds. How are we doing at home? Keeping those elbows nice and tucked to your sides. Good job, guys. Don't let those shoulders round forward. 3, 2, 1. All right, onto that one arm overhead tricep extension. Remember, if you need to switch it up this time to 2, you can do that. Keeping your elbows forward, lowering that weight behind your head. Otherwise, keeping that one arm at home. If you have your towel, remember, you're pulling, your bottom arm's pulling. Don't let that arm go off to the side. Keep that weight straight up overhead with that one arm, with that dumbbell, guys. Engage that core so we're not flying out to the side. Keep it straight up. So if you gotta hold here a little more, straight up. There you go. We got 5 seconds, guys. Straight up overhead. You got it. Straight up over that head. All right, here we go into those pushback or pike push-ups, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Once again, full range of motion on those pushbacks and those pikes. Drive that crown of the head to the ground. Teresa's elevated and she's getting that crown of her head almost touching the ground. Think of tapping the wall behind you with those hips. You want to extend all the way through the elbows. Don't have bent elbows as you release out of that pushback. You want to get all the way. We got 8 seconds, you guys, and we're going right back up to the top one last time of this group one at those kneeling presses. Come on, get that last one. Don't focus on that timer. All right, switch it up. We got 5 seconds. Grab those weights on your knees. 2, 1. Good, keeping that core tight, guys. Keep listening to your body. Don't cheat yourself out of a heavier weight. Just try it out. If you feel inclined, if you feel tempted, try it. And then you can switch it up if it becomes too much. We got 10 seconds. Last time on these presses. Don't waste it. Teresa's doing 1 with that dumbbell. Stay with it, guys at home. You got it. And time. Good job. Back to those. Last time at that lunge bicep curl. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. How we doing? Good. Don't let those elbows come up. Keep those elbows tucked at your sides. Focus on that bicep. Squeezing those dumbbells up towards those shoulders. Good job, you guys at home. Keep it up. Good, guys. Here in the gym, remember, don't let those elbows flare out to get those weights up. Keep them tucked. We got 8 seconds. Good job, good job. Get ready for that one-arm tricep extension on the other side. 2, 1. Here we go. Switch it up. And 3, 2, 1. So as your arms are getting tired here, guys, don't let that arm fly away with that dumbbell. Keep it. Remember that your bicep, it's right up against your head. And the weight drives straight up. You got it. You got it. We have 15 seconds. Really take your time on these. Focus on the arm placement. Switch it to that double arm if you need to. We have 5 seconds and we're going into those pushbacks or pikes. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Here we go. 5 seconds. Get on down to the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right. This group one is about to be wrapped up and checked off for the day. From here, we got our group 2 coming up. You have 20 seconds. Keep getting that full range of motion on those pushbacks, guys. Engage that core. Don't arch and roll through the spine. Keep it nice and strong. Push through those shoulders. Those elbows are going to flare out as you push back. We got 3, 2, 1. All right. Go ahead. Grab your weights. We got those reverse grip rows. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Group 1 is done. We're on group 2. Flatten out that back. Remember, your chest is parallel to the ground. Slide bend in those knees. Reach those hips back to the wall behind you. Squeeze that core. We got 15 seconds. Keep getting those elbows up past your back. 10 seconds and we're moving on to those front raises. You got it. Slide bend in those knees, guys. Don't lock those knees. Flatten out that back. All right, we got those front raises. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You guys are almost done today. I want you to finish strong. You have a few more opportunities left to make this Friday workout, this upper body strength, everything you need it and want it to be to end your week and to kick off your last work day. Here we go. We got 12 seconds. Don't let those weights come up over shoulder. Check in with them. Make sure they're staying in line with your shoulders at home. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, we are into those skull crushers on your backs. Remember, keep that core tight just because we're laying down. We don't want it relaxed. You want to protect that lower back. And we are working on keeping that spine nice and stabilized by engaging that core. Keep those elbows directed forward. You got it, guys. There we go. 15 seconds. Keep driving it home. From here, we're going into those frozen push-ups. We are so close to that finish line, guys. I know you're burning. Stay with it. Focus on your why. Here we go. 8 seconds. Go ahead. Flip it over to that high plank position. Frozen push-ups. In 3, 2, 1. Don't start piking the hips. Don't start shrugging the shoulders. Focus on form. If you're holding less this time around, that's normal. It's your body's getting tired. All you can do is your best, and that's what matters. Form and doing your best mentally. Come on, we got 10 seconds. You got it. Don't let that stomach start dropping. The second your form breaks, complete the push-up and go back. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, nice job. Back to that reverse grip row. Last time through these 4 exercises. Just a little over 2 minutes, and we are done. Stay with it. All right, flatten out that back. You guys have just a little bit left. And then we are done. Keep telling yourself, I'm going to be done with this exercise, so I got to make it my best. You have 10 seconds. And then we are marking this off of that board, and we are going on to those front raises. Give me a couple more. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job. Here we go, front raises. Moving on. 3, 2, 1. I want you to think about these last 3 exercises, this one and the 2 coming up. How can you do better on these than you did the last times around? Maybe it's just staying consistent and hitting that same amount of reps. Maybe you want to get an extra rep. Maybe you want to up the weight. What is it? If you're feeling it, fight for it. Trust your body, trust the process. Squeeze those shoulders. From here, guys, we got those skull crushers. You're going to get on your backs. Give me 3, 2, come on. All right. Way to try and go for that last rep, some of you. Good job. 5 seconds. Start on time, guys. 3, 2, 1. Engage that core. Push that lower back as well into the mat. Don't let it lift. We're trying to protect it, so we want to engage that core. Driving those dumbbells straight up. Keep those elbows directed forward. You have 18 seconds. If your lower back starts to bother you, you can cross that leg over like Teresa's doing. Focus on that form though, in those elbows, in those triceps. Let them burn. We got 5 seconds, you guys. 3, 2. All right, go ahead. Last 35 seconds. You got that frozen push-up. Everything you got here. 3, 2, 1. Everything on the line right here. Give it all you got. Hold it as long as you can. Fight for that form and complete that push-up. Remember, you're holding on your toes, but you can drop your knees to complete that push-up. And don't push back. Push straight up. They're regular push-ups here, guys. Good, you got this, you got this. Guess what? We got 8 seconds on that clock. And then we are getting into some beautiful stretching in 3, 2, 1. Nice work here in the gym. Nice work at home. You guys go ahead, stand up, take a deep breath in, and reach up, grabbing that elbow, just like Teresa over there. Nice work, you guys. Pull that elbow towards the midline of your body, and then go ahead. You can lean that direction that you're pulling. Word of the day for you peeps at home is possible. Go ahead and switch sides. Possible. It's based off of my favorite quote. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Go ahead and release that, and then go into those arm pulls, reaching in front, grabbing the wrist, pull, pull, pull like you're touching the wall in front of you. If you want to even reach to one side, you can. Equipment for tomorrow, guys, you need a weighted object if desired. Also remember, here in the gym, or anyone at home that decides to come in, no more 8:40 a.m. class going forward. It is now 9:15 a.m. in the morning, so no 8:40. 4th of July, we have the same regular schedule. And then keep doing your Wounded Warrior Project check-in for this June Fit Body charity. Nice work, guys. We're going to take a picture real quick for Maria Barsh.